Drinking all my water, trying to be healthy. Greg has been on me about making sure that I am taking care of me. So that is what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. But I'm doing it slowly, right? Because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I think one of the main problems I've had is that I tend to crash and burn. So I'm trying to take things slow. Thought I heard my boy, but I don't see him. So August was a month. So I finally had vacation in August, and my whole plan during my vacation was I'm gonna do some buku YouTube lives. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna be on YouTube all the time because Greg's gonna have surgery. I'm gonna have all this free time, but it didn't work like that. I thought I was gonna have all this free time and totally did not have free time. But it's okay because the main focus was just making sure that took care of Greg. Hey, Captain Jerk, how's everything going? How's the life? How was your August? So Greg had his surgery and he's doing really well. So he's 2 weeks out of surgery at this point, and he's driving his regular truck that's an automatic. He's also taken his other truck out that's a stick shift, so he's doing that. So he's kind of got those knees working, and he's going to therapy. And he was having a really rough time though. He got out of surgery and he was doing okay. He was getting around okay, but then that first week was it was really rough. So his first therapy appointment that he had, he did go to that. That was the Friday after his surgery. So surgery was on Tuesday. He went on Friday, and then he was supposed to go again that Tuesday, but we had to cancel because Greg has degenerative disc disease, and his back has 5 screws, and it's a mess. So he's trying to overcompensate for his knee, the knee that he had surgery on. So he was hurting his back. So I think we got all that worked out. When he first came home, he was using a walker, and then he started to use a cane, and now he's using nothing. So good job, Greg. I got rid of the mold AC heating unit. Well, that's good. They installed a new one a couple days ago. Just in time for the weather to start changing. It has been so hot here. I mean, 90 degrees and humid AF. But the good news is that our hot peppers are growing and they're coming in. We got our first picking. Greg took it to the barbecue spot that we like to go to in Pennsylvania. He took it to him. Then we're going to do another picking this weekend, and Greg will probably take a bunch of hot peppers to our pickle guy. There's a guy in Pennsylvania, PA. They have, it's called Epic Pickles. Oh my God, those pickles are bomb. You can get them on Amazon. And if you like spicy pickles, or Old Bay, if you like Old Bay, they have Old Bay pickles. Oh my God, they are so good. So we're going to do that. We just want some pickles in exchange for some of the hot peppers. And the good thing is that peppers are not doing real good. You had 90 degrees too. Woof. Crazy weather. Right now we've got storms, and we've got storms for the next 10 days, which is not going to be fun. But what are you going to do? So 90 plus degrees on the 3rd floor with no AC for 2 weeks. I would die. I could not handle that. Forget that. I would have went and rented like a room for a week or 2 weeks or something. Just no. No, could not do that. Those days are long gone for me. Like I had to do that when I was younger and not anymore. No way. I'm too bougie for that. Out of cash. Yeah. Ah, I know it's not the same, but I used to have a Jeep Wrangler that didn't have any AC at all. So I kind of feel your pain a little bit, maybe, kind of, sort of. Not really. I don't know. So we got that going on. What was it? Last weekend. Oh my God, a week ago. Greg and I went to the mountains and we went to go look for, it was actually funny. We went out to the mountains and there's a place where you can do the what is that? Hand gliding. So we're at the like tippy top of this mountain, like the tippy top. And we were looking for some property, but we ran across this like rock and it's where they do the hang gliding, whatever. And it was beautiful. But it was funny because I'm like, Greg, you're like a week out of surgery and you're, climbing mountains and stuff. But we did go look at some property. It's like 5 acres, I think. And it's about $30,000, $35,000. There's, um, I don't know what you would call it, like a shack. There was a shack on the property, and there's an outhouse and all that kind of stuff. Greg had me go look at it, and I was like, I'm freaking out. He's like, I'm going to sit right here. But we were able to take the Jeep Wrangler out with the top and the doors off, so I was having fun. I don't know. You know what, Captain Jerk? I'm thinking it's probably because I changed my name. I changed my blog name. Well, my blog. I closed my old blog and I decided to reopen a new blog. And I decided to go from Dawn Rambles to Three Pink Lemons. And I'm gonna write up a whole post and I'm gonna do like a whole thing explaining why I did that. But in my thought process, I'm like, well, life is kind of like juggling a whole bunch of stuff, right? And pink is like cool. Like I never liked pink until I was an adult, but anyway, so pink is cool and lemons are good, right? And you got to like take lemons, make lemonade. Like it's the whole like I don't know if I'm even making any sense. But like my whole thing right now is like just enjoy life and try to make the best out of things. And like we're all like old people and oh poor Tigger. Tigger, you okay, buddy? He's scared. He hears the thunder. Poor thing. But my whole thing is that I just want to like have fun and I just want to live my life and I don't care to like, promote myself or my name. I just think the Three Pink Lemons is a cool name. So I started changing everything. Yeah, I know. I'm having like a midlife social media crisis, I guess. So that's kind of what's going on. Plus I wasn't on here for like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So people are probably like all mad at me and stuff because I haven't been on here. Like, boo hoo. Plus, it's a Friday. It's a weekend, holiday weekend. Like, you and I are the only people who ain't got nothing to do. But Greg and I were talking. I've got 2 weeks and then I can go to the wine festival. Whoop, whoop. I have not had any wine in over 20 days. That's a long time. And let's see. So it's been over 3 weeks since I've had any wine. Go me. I also decided to make a change where I am. You got a life on it. I know, but I have nothing to do. I don't know. I'm just whatever. But it's cool because like the weekends are like supposed to be kind of chill, and Greg and I are gonna go out a little bit this weekend and do some things, but like not too much because he's still trying to heal. And I want to like set up my new blog and kind of like organize that. So that's kind of like my weekend plans. I know, exciting, right? And really, that is so awesome. 3 months. Wow. Good job. I'm proud of you. That is so awesome. That was awesome. So I downloaded this app on my iPhone, and it's called I Am Sober. And the app is kind of cool because originally the app was cold turkey, cold turkey, cold turkey. 3 cold turkeys because 3 months without cigarettes is awesome. So I have this app, and the app you can track pretty much anything that you want. So they let you track how many days you've been sober, or off of pills, or off of drugs, or gambling, or like there's a whole list of different things, right? But you can also add stuff. So I did 2 weeks of no drinking, and then I added no salt because I have a problem with salt. So I added that, and it's been, I want to say 10, 11 days or something like that. And then once I hit 2 weeks with no salt, then I'm going to add in something else. Probably morning cardio. I'll start keeping track of like how long I can go without skipping a morning cardio session. So that's kind of like the plan. So I'm doing things kind of slowly, which is good because I tend to jump into things like I want everything done like right now. And I think that going a little bit slower is going to be the best thing for me. So I'm just trying to like take everything in small baby steps. So I'm not really losing any weight right now, although I do feel like my body is changing, but the scale's not changing. But that's okay. That's okay. Because my main focus over the last couple weeks has really been Greg and making sure that he has everything he needs. I've been coming home from work, so I was on vacation. And then when I went back to work, I was like in the morning making sure that Digger had his food. He was ready to go. I'd make sure that Greg's ice packs were in the freezer. I would get him whatever he needed, ice pack, water, whatever. And then I would come home at lunchtime, take Digger outside, do whatever Greg needed me to do. And then I would go back to work and then come home and, either take him to therapy but I only did that I took him to therapy 3 times, and then he drove the 4th time. And since that, he's been taking himself. But, I still try to like get up and help him. He's doing everything pretty much himself. I mean, he cooked dinner the other day and all that stuff, but he's trying to be a lot more independent right now. So he's kind of doing that stuff. And I'm just, finally, I have like a calm weekend a little bit. So I'm going to try to take care of some of the things I want to do. And Greg said to me yesterday, he's like, aren't you going to do a live video? I'm like, yeah, I guess I should. Can't schedule anything to work out when I want. I have to schedule a workout, because if I don't, then I'm just not going to do it. I wish I could do all that stuff whenever I wanted to. I am doing really good though, because I'm keeping track of everything that I'm doing in this little handy dandy planner. I like it because it gives you like the full days. Plus, this is good for like years and years. And I have all these like cool little pretty stickers and stuff in there. I have all that stuff going on, which is good. Plus, when Greg was when Greg was going through his like week, when I was whatever, what am I trying to say? When Greg was in the hospital, I was reading my books. Now I've got 3 books that I'm reading. So I'm reading this Girl Boss. It's the founder and CEO of Nasty Gal. I don't know why I picked this up. I was just like, Girl Boss, hashtag Girl Boss. I'm going to get it. And actually, I don't really know anything about her like that, but I'm reading about her, and I kind of like her. I kind of dig into Chick. She's kind of cool. So we've got that book. And I'm also reading, this is by Dr. Dennis Leary. Did you ever watch, what was that? Rescue Me? That was such a good show. I really liked that. So he was in that. And, it's Dennis Leary. Everybody knows him. But apparently he writes these like political type books, right? And this says why we don't suck and how all of us need to stop being such partisan little bitches. And I'm going to tell you what, this book is actually really good. And what it is like, no matter if you're like independent, Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. He's kind of like, y'all suck. everybody sucks. We all suck. Why are we all fighting? Like everybody plays the same stupid games all the time. So I'm kind of digging this book. It's got a sense of humor. And I'm also reading Jojo Moyes, Still Me. Apparently, I think this is a movie or something. But this book is actually kind of cool. I'm not that far into it because I've been lazy. I was starting to read, and then I've been so tired. I'm just doing so much stuff. It's crazy. But I will tell you, I did read this whole thing, Big Little Lies. This book was good. Really good. I'm starting to tab it up now so everybody can kind of like see my little tabs got going on here. You love his comedy? Oh my God. And thank you for stopping in. Dennis Leary he's good. And I was really surprised by his book. So he does have his own mind. He does. So, but yeah, I'm kind of digging his book because you can like read it and you're just like, I don't like what you just said. And then it's like, well, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You just got to have like an open mind to read his book because he kind of like hits everybody. He's like very even keel about stuff. It's kind of cool. I'm digging it. So, we got that. I'm trying to think. What else do we have going on this weekend? I don't think anything. I have a 3-day weekend. I was feeling a little like funky today. Like when I was coming home, I was just, I don't know, kind of feeling like a little numb. Like I'm just down in the dumps and I can't figure out why. Jerk, you're fine. I don't have a problem hanging with you. You know? I mean, we can have a party of 2 or more. Whatever. We're just going to chit chat. We're just all here on a Friday night. And it is raining here. Let's see. What else we got going on? I don't even know. I just know that I have a lot of stuff that I want to try to get done this weekend. And some videos I'll need to upload. And I have to really start uploading some different things. So I just thought I was going to have like all this time and I was going to get all this stuff done when I was on vacation. And it did not happen. It did not happen at all. But it's all good. My stepson just turned 30. Can you guys believe that? Seems like yesterday I turned 30 and got my first Jeep Wrangler ever. Oh, those were the days. But now we have 2 Jeep Wranglers, so we're a cool family. We went out. Greg and I decided to go out earlier, and there are so many people out. I don't even know why. We went by the fresh market, and there were a lot of people there because apparently apple picking has started already. Oh, have some vodka on the rocks for me. I'm not drinking right now. I'm like 20 some days sober and 2 more weeks until we go to the wine festival. Then I can have something to drink because I'm trying to be good. Need to get my health in order. Greg's on me because he's getting his health in order. I need to get my health in order. So I'm going to work on that. I think tomorrow, though, I'm going to go and get the acrylic off of my nails. I might just paint them myself for a little while and like go away from this. Try to let my nails like recover from the damage I'm doing to them right now. So we've got that. And what else? I don't even know. Digger was in here with me, hanging with me because the storm, he doesn't like to hear the thunder and lightning, but can't really hide it from him. And from everything I'm seeing, it looks like we're going to have nothing but thunderstorms for like the next 10 days. So Dig is not a happy camper about that at all. What else is going on? What's happening, guys? Anybody doing anything this weekend at all? think Greg and I are going to go out to Pennsylvania because that's what we do. I think he wants to find some property in Pennsylvania, maybe a permanent house or like just some property. I really want to find some property in the mountains. And a property that we went to go look at last week was like kind of cool because, man, it was like you could see the whole world. As a matter of fact, guess what we saw when we were up on the rock? We were up on this rock and it's got all this graffiti, but I think, is it called Cascade Mountain? I think is what it was called. Anyway, we were up there. You could see everything. We saw an eagle. An eagle. Like that was like right there. He was like we were up, we were at the level with the clouds. We were in the clouds. And I could live there. How cool would that be? Well, I don't know if I want to live there. Probably. It's kind of weird because some of the property that was out there, like when you look, because the property that we were looking at is kind of like the last like piece of property. And then it all butts up to state property, which is kind of cool, but some of those places kind of look like something like if you watched Breaking Bad and remember like the house that Walter White was living in like at the very end, like when he was hiding from I guess the feds or whatever. Like it kind of feels like that. Like everybody that would be up there probably have like murdered somebody and are trying to hide from them or something like that. Like they probably got like a meth operation up there or something because they're hoping like nobody would come around, they wouldn't be found. So, or maybe my imagination is like really crazy. I don't know, but that's what it seems like to me. Hey, do you know I've happy birthday to your moms first. And do you know I have never had sushi and I kind of have no desire to ever try it. Is that weird? I don't know. I don't know. Ugh, I'm feeling like so weird right now. I just feel like I have so much stuff to do. I have so many things to do. I really need to kind of get on finding a place for all my books because I have way. It's not all raw fish. Really? I didn't know that. I don't know. Hmm. Maybe one of these days. I'll put it on my bucket list. Who knows? See what happens. But Greg and I were talking yesterday. He's wondering, he's trying to decide if we should pay our house off or not. Last year we refinanced. We went from paying like $1,300 a month to under $600 a month, and we went from paying 30 years to 20. But now he just wants to pay the house off. So don't worry about it, jerk. You're a jerk. I'm just kidding. So yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We're talking about possibly paying the house off. But we'll see what happens. God, this lightning sucks. I have so many things I'm thinking about. I don't know. I know. We had a house paid off. We lived in another area and we paid our house off in 2013. I think it was 2013, and then we decided to get this house in 2015 after Greg built this like massive garage that he wanted to have, and we like paid to have a driveway put in and like all this concrete work, and then he's like, let's move, and then we moved here. So, and it was weird because we moved after all the kids moved out of the house. So we had 3 kids living at the house. We had a 3-bedroom. And then when all the kids were gone, we were like, let's move from our 900 square foot house to a 2,200 square foot house because that makes sense. But it wasn't really the house that we like fell in love with. It was more the area. We were looking in this area for so long. and we were looking for acres because I wanted to have goats and we were going to get chickens and all this stuff. And we ended up somewhere where we don't have any of that stuff, but we are in the area that we wanted to be in. So that's what matters. Plus, I know Greg's always kind of liked the rancher style homes. So this is a rancher and it's brick and it's kind of like everything that we were looking for except the property part. But, I guess you can't have everything you want in life. It's nice. I don't like living like next to people. I'm not a people person. I just like, oh, I just need to be away from people. Oh God, that's rough. Living on the third floor and walking with a cane. Yeah, that's rough. My first like apartment, like I guess my first apartment technically, I lived over top of a Chinese food restaurant, which surprise, surprise, when my ex and I were filling out the paperwork for the place, they made us sign like a waiver that we would be responsible for taking care of uh, what is that called? The exterminators, if we needed an exterminator, which of course we did because we lived on top of a freaking Chinese food restaurant. We had roaches so bad. Like at first I didn't see any. So we were there probably for like 2 months. But I didn't like it there because it was like there was a Chinese food restaurant and then we lived over top of the restaurant. And when you walked into like where the apartments were, it's like there were two apartments on the bottom floor, two or three, I don't even remember, so long ago. And then there were other apartments above us. So when you walked in, like off to the right was where our apartment was. And it was nice. I mean, the rooms were big and everything. I mean, it was kind of cool. But the roaches were terrible. Oh, but what I was trying to say is the door. You could like easily like kick the door open. Like if I came home and the door was locked and I didn't have my key, I could just like push a little hard and the door would just open. And I had a brand new baby. I was like, I can't live like this. So I had to take matters into my own hand and I got my own place and I was good. But the apartment after that one, I lived on the fourth floor. Well, technically they tried to say it was the third floor, but it was the fourth floor. It was kind of cool view because we were up so high and I kind of liked that. Plus I was a lot younger then too. It was like, how old was I when I got that apartment? 18. Yeah, it was a nice apartment too. It was, let me see. Um, it was, I forget what I was saying because I got sidetracked. It doesn't matter. Digger's in here looking all cute. Poor thing. Jonathan, hey. Long time no see. Oh, that door was terrible. I mean, it was awful. Pineapple is the best on pizza. We just did that recently. Tried it for like the first time. Well, not recently. I guess in the last 2 or 3 years. But it's one of my faves. So, yes. So what else do we have going on? I have been working on, so, okay. Somebody at work was talking about me, like being mean and really rude. And I was talking to Greg about this earlier today because I've been thinking about it for a while. But there's something, how like people say, treat, others the way that you want to be treated. I mean, do you even like to me that doesn't even make any sense. I mean, of course everybody wants to be treated right, but that doesn't help you be nice to other people. I don't think that saying helps you be nice to people. So what I was thinking is that if we take like if I take the things that I've been through personally, right? And I write that down and I'm like, okay, like this situation, this is probably what that person just went through, right? Or if I look at Greg and I'm like, oh, I know like some of the things that he's been through in life. And I'd be really upset if, Greg was at this point, like where he was going through some stuff and somebody was being rude to him, right? So I think that if we try to humanize people a little bit more, right, and just be like, wow, what if they like just lost a family member? Or what if they just lost their job? Or, like that kind of thing, instead of like, oh, would I want somebody to be nice to me? Of course I would. I don't want nobody to be mean to me. That's like a very stupid thing to say, right? I don't want nobody to be mean to me. But if I say, oh, like I should be nice to them because, oh, they just went through XYZ, then does that make sense? Am I making any sense? I feel like I'm making no sense. In my head, I'm making sense, but I don't know if it's coming out that way. Jonathan, this weekend, I am doing like nothing. Greg and I are probably going to go out, probably do some lunch one day, go look at some property. I don't know, whatever it is, I'm going to have my camera with me and I'm going to do like a daily vlog. I don't know when I'll put it up because I want to get at least 10 minutes of footage. So maybe 2 or 3 days combined, but whatever we do, I'll record. So it is really starting to thunder and lightning outside. We've got 10 days of this crap. So it's not good. Do y'all like Chloe's shirt? She's got a burger. Greg found a place that's got really good burgers in Pennsylvania. They make them up themselves and all that kind of good stuff. And they're humongous. They have like regular size ones, but they got like huge burgers. So we have those, and we have some fresh peppers now. So technically, I could go outside and get some. Oh, and our tomatoes are starting to come in a little bit. Not enough for us to really do anything. We can't can them or anything. This year was a total waste, and we're noticing. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, but they say that if you have a lot of spiders and they're making a lot of spider webs, that means that the winter is going to be really harsh. And we've only been up here one year when it was like really bad with the spider webs, and this year is the same way. And that year we had a really bad winter. So I don't know, but I'm thinking this winter is going to be a rough one. No problem, Jerk. Thanks for hanging out with me for so long. I appreciate it. You have a good weekend. But yeah. So that's what's happening. It's rough. Thank you. So let's see. I'm thinking that I probably don't have a whole lot more to talk about. I do have my 5 things that I love about me. Hedge apples are good for spiders. How are they good for spiders? To get rid of them? Hmm. That's something I didn't know. Sounds like Greg's getting off of his phone call. But yeah, so I've got my 5 things that I love about me. I'm gonna do that video this weekend and get that uploaded. And I want to say that this past month I really did kind of like take some time to reflect and really like think about the things that I guess like make me happy. So yeah. But I guess I'm gonna go and try to work on the blog thing so I can get that up and running. and try to organize some of my daily vlogs and hopefully do another live this weekend. Put them in the basement and around the house to get rid of them. See, the spiders aren't so bad. I'm not worried about getting rid of the spiders because they actually help get rid of a lot of other nuisance bugs, so they're okay. That's like the same thing with the bats, right? Because we're gonna get a bat house and we're gonna kind of help keep the bats around so that they can take care of the mosquitoes. Because when I get bit by a mosquito, like I get welts on my body from them. It's terrible. So normally, unless the spiders are like in the house and they're being a nuisance in the house, like even in the basement, it's okay in certain areas. Like we don't mess with them, especially like if they're in the garage, we just let them be. That's one thing I realized, like living out in the country. I'm kind of like, wow, like you kind of need the bugs and like the honeybees and all that stuff. I mean, it's like little things that you learn. And then you learn that like groundhogs are not cute. They're like nasty little garden killing rodents. I hate them. Suckers. But anyway, I'm rambling. So I am going to, I guess, do the stuff that I need to do to get the blog together because I really want to work on that and I want to kind of get that rolling hopefully tomorrow. I'm hoping. So we'll see. So you'll be able to check that out. Once I kind of go live with that, I will let y'all know. But for right now, I've kind of killed almost an hour of my my night. And Greg's gonna kill me. He's gonna be like, "What are you doing? You're still on your live." I'm gonna be like, "Heck yeah, I am." Okay. See, I'm rambling again. All right, I'm going to end this because I have like a bunch of other things I want to try to get done. Dicker needs some attention, so we'll do that. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna work on getting together a daily vlog. I might have a full 10 minutes tomorrow. Who knows? We'll do that. We'll clean. We'll go out. We'll have fun and maybe do a live. So, yeah. All right. Good night. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you this weekend, have a good Labor Day. Oh my God, we're in freaking September, aren't we? All right. Adioses.